Still politics today, right here on Channels Television. We switch gears now to the politics of Edo State. September, they will file out to elect a new governor that will succeed Governor Godwin Obaseki. And one of the parties that has been working and preparing for that exercise is the Labour Party. And one of the aspirants is joining us from our Abuja studios. Mr. Kenneth Imasuagbon joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Imasuagbon, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you, Jeff. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, sir. So let me begin by one of the issues that have been on the news in the last few days as far as the Labour Party is concerned, is the issue of the expression of interest and nomination forms. 30 million naira is what the party pegged it at. But I did see that there was a statement released by almost 20 governorship aspirants. I did not see your name on that list. Was that on the mission of 30 million is not a big deal to you?
Jeff, you are aware, I hope you are aware that only yesterday I picked my nomination form in Abuja here with teaming supporters from Edo State. Actually, that nomination form was actually purchased by those who have believed in me. There's a group called the Edo Progressive Union. They came all the way from Edo State to get the nomination form for me. About the pricing, you know that politics is about money. It's not about money, it is about money. You want to be a governor or a president all over the world, it's all about money. But the party has spoken. I'm a loyal and obedient party man. If the party says this is what the pricing is, I want to respectfully say yes, as an obedient and loyal party man, yes. But because the party itself needs to run. If you take the APC form is 55 million, PDP 35 million. Labour is even, smaller, or less when you compare the three leagues, the three big parties. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that hope is coming for Edo people, that the state of the state today in Edo is unacceptable to me.
Mr. Imasuagbon,
and Jeff, I thought you would have asked why you've been running.
Mr. Imasuagbon, I'm going to come to you while you're here. I just need to clear the air as to all of this. So, in your view, by your estimation, you think that the agitation shouldn't have been, is that what you're saying? It really shouldn't be, or they have a right to say, review this downward because it's a socialist...
Jeff, it's not mine to tell. The delegates are watching. I'm an obedient party man. I have purchased mine, and I know they will buy also. They will purchase whatever the decision of the party is final. The party have taken their pricing, and I want to say that the party needs money to run. The party needs to be fair. They were fair in the big three: APC, PDP, Labour Party. I think Labour is fair.
All right, okay. So let's not go to the crux of the matter. The reason why some of them are saying what they said, it may interest you to know that because they see it as a socialist party, so it mustn't be as high as other parties, because they cited other states like Imo that actually had to scale down to 15 million. But let's leave that. You've been at this for quite a while, trying to be the governor of Edo State. So my natural question would be, what is it that you want to ensure you do that you have not been given a chance to do? Now you're coming out to say, give me this chance. I have what to offer to the people of Edo State.
Thanks, Jeff. Great question. For 20 years, I've been wanting to serve Edo people. But I have been a victim of the Godfather's game plan. Victim because they believe in their mindset that nobody can control me, I'm uncontrollable. Victim because if they say bring Edo people's money for us to share, I will not do that. Victim because I'm a man of I'm independent-minded. My sin is, Ken is independent-minded. That's why today I find myself in Labour. I'm grateful to God that I'm in Labour, led by a party national leader, Peter Obi and Dati. God bless them. They've laid the template for how a party should run, and that's why I'm in Labour. Labour is Papa, Mama, Pikin. Their manifestos and their values are in tandem with the reason why I've been running. What has been the reason? Poor roads in Edo State is unacceptable. Bad school system, it must be defeated. No jobs for our younger ones. The girls don't have jobs, the boys don't have where to go. Insecurity pervading all the nook and cranny of Edo State. Pain, 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 sorrow. Today, Jeff, you cannot move from Warri to Benin. You cannot come from Lagos to Benin. From Abuja to Benin, you will be there for 2-3 nights. That's not the Edo that I grew up in. During the military, in the good days of Ogbomode and Professor Ambrose Ali, it was Bendel State then. Edo was the Sinojo of Bendel. You remember that those days? I don't know where if you were born or if you have those records. We were proud to say we are all Bendel. Today what we have is Edo State of the cartel from a tiny part of the country, Lagos. Some Edo people coming to, they want to hijack the matrimony for their benefit, for their pockets. You can read it in the past 18 years. It has been a cartel running Edo for their interest of the very few, the Godfathers. But 2024, this year, God willing, I take the nomination. I'm appealing to the delegates on the 22nd of September. Dear delegates, I know you and you know me. My name is Riceman, Ken Imasuagbon. I've identified feeding Edo people for the past 20 years, giving laptops to your children, giving scholarship, going to UBTH Benin, paying medical bills for those who can afford them.
We're going to come
I
to the
have gone to Liwa Specialist Hospital.
We're going to come to the time of campaigns. Just a minute, because I understand that I'm almost out of time. So I want to throw this in. You say you've been on this journey for 20 years or so. There's a quick tax you may have to attend to if you eventually are fortunate to become the governor. The debt burden of that state's local foreign debt stands at almost $300 million. 126 billion naira as the MBS released data. From Budget's State of the State fiscal performance record of 2022, when I look at the dependency of Edo State on FAC, it's about 71%. How do you intend to fix all of this to grow the IGR? Because what we're seeing here is one of the states that without IGR, if you're depending, without FAC, if you're depending on IGR, you will not be able to run the state. How do you intend to optimize this? This is your first tax. How would you handle it?
Quickly and swiftly, I condemn the debt burden of Edo State. Even as a private, quickly and swiftly, if you can hear me, I condemn the debt profile of Edo State. Even my private sector experience. You don't borrow money for pocketing, or you borrow money for flimsy things. You only borrow money for capital investment that will create jobs. After job creation, you garner taxes. But this 300 and something billion, where are the investment? Where are the companies? You borrowed, you use it and cross the world. You and your cronies, you take it.
Mr. Imasuagbon, so we give value.
Some of us
Mr. Imasuagbon, so we give value to your appearance. You have blamed them for misappropriating, in your words, allegedly, they are not spending the money well. My question is,
Governor of Edo State, what I will do,
just a minute,
as Governor of Edo State, I will block the leakages. When you borrow and invest in capital projects, you create jobs, then the people, of course, will be engaged. But when you borrow to do parties, when you borrow to for yourself ego, then that money ab initio is wasted. What we have in Edo State today is a wasted effort. But having said that, when you have a purposeful governor, a genuine, passionate, loving governor, of course, with my contact outside the shores of Nigeria, I can bring corporate world to genuinely come and invest in Edo.
Okay.
My contacts with America, one of the richest and most powerful country in the world, will be a big blessing to Edo. I know 1 or 2, 3, 4 companies in Europe, in America, with Edo diaspora citizens all over the world will come together.
Great idea, Mr. Imasuagbon. Great idea, Mr. Imasuagbon. I'm sure that as we head out to the primaries, and after the primaries and all of that, we're going to have this conversation. It's a huge conversation. This show alone cannot do it at this particular hour. So we'll definitely have this conversation some other time. But I must thank you for coming on the program, Mr. Kenneth Imasuagbon, Labour Party governorship aspirant. Thank you so much for joining us from our Abuja studio. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jeff.